In a small town in Texas lived a 17-year-old young man named Gabriel Tanner, a healthy and athletic guy with a passion for life. By his side, always loyal and attentive, was Alex, a 1-year-old border collie, not just a pet, but a true friend and companion. From the first day Alex arrived at the Tanner's house, he and Gabriel formed a special bond. They spent hours together, exploring local trails and playing frisbee in the park. Alex seemed to understand Gabriel in a way that no one else could. "You're the best friend anyone could have, Alex," Gabriel often said to the dog, laughing as Alex licked him affectionately. Gabriel's mother, Amanda, always watched with a loving smile, happy to see the connection between her son and the dog. They were made for each other, she used to say to her husband. On that peaceful night at the Tanner's house, everything seemed normal. Gabriel had retired early, leaving Alex in the hallway, his usual sleeping spot. Amanda and her husband had also gone to bed, content after a full day. In the middle of the night, restlessness took over Alex. He perked up his ears, attentive to any unusual sounds coming from Gabriel's room. Hours passed, and the house remained silent until something imperceptible caught Alex's attention. Suddenly, the dog began to bark and run through the hallway, his behavior urgent and desperate. He jumped onto Amanda and her husband's bed, barking incessantly, an alert that couldn't be ignored. "What's happening, Alex?" Amanda asked, sleepy and confused. "He never acts like this," she murmured to her husband, who was already getting up, concerned. "Come on, Alex, what is it?" Amanda's husband inquired, following the dog into the hallway. Alex ran to the door of Gabriel's room and started scratching and barking more intensely. "Something is wrong," Gabriel's father said, a knot of worry forming in his stomach. He turned the doorknob and pushed the door, revealing a scene he would never forget. There was Gabriel, lying in his bed, his face twisted in confusion and fear. "Dad, I can't talk properly," Gabriel managed to murmur, his voice distorted and weak. "My God, what's happening?" Amanda exclaimed, entering the room behind her husband. She rushed to the side of the bed, her heart beating fast with fear. Gabriel tried to lift his right arm, but it fell lifelessly beside his body. "I can't feel my arm. My face feels strange," he said, panic starting to set in. Without wasting a second, Amanda shouted for her husband to call an ambulance. "Quick! Something very serious is happening to Gabriel." While waiting for the ambulance, Alex didn't leave Gabriel's bedside, his eyes filled with concern and loyalty. He somehow knew that his human friend was in grave danger. "It's going to be okay, son," Amanda reassured Gabriel, holding his hand. "You'll be fine. Alex warned us in time." The Tanner's house, which moments ago was immersed in the calm of the night, was now filled with lights, sounds, and a palpable urgency, all united by love and concern for Gabriel. The ambulance arrived within minutes, but for the Tanner family, each second felt like an eternity. The paramedics quickly entered the house, following Amanda and her husband to Gabriel's room. Alex, loyal and concerned, followed closely, refusing to leave his friend's side. "He's having a stroke," one of the paramedics quickly said after an initial assessment. "We need to take him now." As Gabriel was carried to the ambulance, his mind spun in confusion and fear. He could see his parents' worried faces and hear their whispers of encouragement, but everything seemed distant and unreal. "We'll stay with you, Gabriel, we're here," Amanda said, holding her son's hand firmly. Alex, realizing Gabriel was being taken away, tried to follow, but Amanda held him back. "Stay, Alex. He'll be back," she said, her own tears mixed with comforting words for the distressed dog. At the hospital, the doctors acted swiftly, taking Gabriel to the emergency room. Amanda and her husband, now accompanied by Alex, anxiously waited in the hallway, each minute feeling like an hour. The neurosurgeon, Dr. Sabi Effendi, finally came to speak with them. "The speed at which you brought Gabriel made all the difference," he explained. "The stroke was severe, but we managed to treat it quickly. The next few days will be critical, but he's young and strong. We'll do everything we can." Amanda and her husband, though relieved that Gabriel was receiving the best possible care, were shaken and exhausted. They returned home that night, with Alex in tow, all deeply feeling Gabriel's absence. "He'll come back home, Alex," Amanda assured the dog, who seemed to understand the gravity of the situation. "And when he does, you'll be here for him, as you always have been." That night, while the Tanner's house was silent, Hope and faith in Gabriel's recovery remained strong, sustained by the unwavering love of a family and the loyalty of a dog who had saved his friend's life. In the days following Gabriel's stroke, the Tanner family's routine revolved around hospital visits. Each day brought small progress and new challenges. Alex, who had always been Gabriel's shadow, keenly felt his friend's absence. He wandered around the house, frequently stopping at Gabriel's room door, as if expecting him to return any moment. Gabriel, in turn, fought bravely in the hospital. Physical therapy sessions were exhausting, and speech therapy helped him regain his ability to speak clearly. During each visit, Amanda and her husband brought news of Alex, sharing how much the dog missed Gabriel. "Alex sleeps at your door every night," Amanda would tell Gabriel, who would smile weakly, a glimmer of joy in his tired eyes. "I miss him," Gabriel would murmur. "Tell him I'm coming back." One afternoon, as Amanda and her husband visited Gabriel, Dr. Effendi entered with a cautious smile. "Gabriel is making remarkable progress," he announced. "I believe he can continue his recovery at home soon, of course, with regular medical supervision." The news brought a wave of relief and happiness to the family. Gabriel, although still facing a long road to recovery, looked forward to returning home, to the comfort of his room and the company of Alex. When the day finally arrived for Gabriel to come home, Alex greeted him with indescribable joy. The dog ran around Gabriel, barking and wagging his tail, as if celebrating the return of his best friend. Gabriel's presence at home brought a new energy to everyone. Alex rarely left his side, following him throughout the house and sleeping at the foot of his bed every night. "He's my guardian angel," Gabriel often said, petting Alex. "I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him." The Tanner family, united by love and adversity, found strength in each other's company and in Alex's tireless loyalty, the dog who had become a hero. With Gabriel back in the comfort of his home, the Tanner family's life began to regain a new kind of normalcy. The house, once steeped in worry and silence, was now filled with hope and activity. Gabriel continued his rehabilitation sessions at home, and each day small victories were celebrated. Alex, the loyal border collie, assumed a new role in Gabriel's life. He became more than a companion. He transformed into a constant source of support and comfort. He now has the job of following Gabriel everywhere, Amanda explained to friends and neighbors. He sleeps with Gabriel more and more, and Gabriel's door is always open for him. Over time, Gabriel began to regain his strength and independence. "I feel like I used to," he said one day, looking at Alex with gratitude. "And a lot of that I owe to this guy here," he added, giving a gentle pat on Alex's head. Touched by Alex's heroic act, Amanda fulfilled her promise to honor the dog. She ordered a special medal for Alex, which was proudly hung on his collar. "This is our way of saying thank you," she said, placing the medal on Alex. "You're more than a dog to us, you're a hero." Gabriel and Alex's story spread throughout the community and beyond. People marveled at Alex's sensitivity and intelligence, and how he had saved Gabriel's life. They became a symbol of hope and the incredible bond that can exist between humans and their pets. As life moved on, the Tanner family often reflected on the events that had transpired. "Never underestimate the power of a dog," Amanda would say. "Alex not only saved Gabriel's life, he reminded us of what truly matters in life." And so the Tanners' lives were transformed. They had faced one of the scariest moments of their lives, but emerged stronger and more united than ever. Alex, the border collie, was not just a pet. He was a beloved family member, a four-legged guardian angel who had given them all a new chapter of life.